Teresa. I am a woman, wife, and mother, conquering chronic illness, and let's do a life update, guys. Hey, could you do me a favor? Subscribe, and I'll see you in the comment section down below. What month are we in? September? This will probably come out in September. And there has been so much going on in the world of this chronically ill woman, wife, and mother. I am feeling pretty good, first of all, and so what I think I'll do is I'll go down the list because I think my life has gotten in the order that I've gotten my chronic illnesses in order. So I'll go down this way. Go down the list of the chronic illnesses and mood disorders. And then I will talk about life just in general, which I am feeling good, guys, which is nice to say because I can remember shooting some of these videos where I was physically ill, in pain, and physically ill and emotionally just through the ringer. And so I am excited to come to you with this update. Hopefully you enjoyed as well as how much I enjoy giving it. So let's start with anxiety, because at the top of the year, the first thing that I did was seek out the help of a psychiatrist to help me manage my anxiety that was raging and out of control, right? I would wake up, and you know how that feeling you get when somebody sneaks up behind you and scares you half to death, right? That stomach in a knot, heart pounding, breath caught in your chest feeling. I would wake up like that. Start day like that every single day for months on end. And so that's not normal. Sought out psychiatric help, and did we try medicine first? I think we tried a medicine first. It didn't work. I had horrible side effects to it, and I did a genetic test. And these are becoming more, not commonplace, but more known and more common than usual. And basically, this specific genetic test, it doesn't tell you which medicine you should take, but it does tell you, according to the genes that you possess, what medicines you may metabolize slowly, causing a lot of it to build up in your system, and you have more side effects from the medication. It can show you what medicines that you metabolize quickly, and if you metabolize medicines more quickly, that means you don't get the full benefit of the medication before it's out of your body, so you wouldn't see any improvement in symptoms of whatever, whether it's anxiety or depression that you're trying to manage, or which medicines you should metabolize normally. And it doesn't mean that you won't get nauseous or have the side effects for it. And it doesn't mean that medicine will work, but it means that if you metabolize it well, it means that you should be able to get some benefit from it, right? And so I did the test, and there were a couple of medicines that I had taken before that I metabolized well, but I still had side effects from it. And so I was a little bit nervous, right, going to try the next medication. Tried the next medication. I recognized before a week was out that it was working. Not only was I less anxious, but I initially got nauseous, and the nausea abated within 2 or 3 days. The first day or 2 days, maybe, I took some nausea medicine, just offering, and it just got better and better to the point where I didn't have to take it. And I also noticed before the end of the week, the stomach troubles that I had were getting better and better. There was a point where my stomach was so bad that I was eating Jell-O for sustenance. Jell-O and fruit cups, and drinking lots of ice water because my stomach was just so upset. Lots of cheese and crackers and sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just trying to feed myself, but also not make myself in more pain. And I was able to eat like meals, like balanced meals with proteins and carbs and fat and fruits and vegetables within like 2 weeks. It was amazing. It was truly amazing. It did not stop there though. I've noticed that around my cycle, my PMS has gotten more extreme. There are a combination of things that are going on. I do have other chronic illnesses and a pain disorder, which leads to higher inflammation in the body, which can make my periods more uncomfortable, but I don't have a whole lot of pain. It's mostly the mood. I get really depressed right before and right after my period, or I did. I got really irritable. I just could not tolerate like just the smallest inconvenience. I was a terror to deal with. And it was frustrating because I was less anxious, so I knew the medication was working, but I was concerned that maybe I had to do another medication or maybe it wasn't working as well enough. And my lovely psychiatrist was like, no, let's up the dose and see how you do the next couple of cycles. A-okay. Like, really. Like, it has helped tremendously. I do feel like perimenopause may be playing a part into why my PMS has gotten a little more extreme. I have much shorter cycles and they're also much heavier. And so that is like hallmark of perimenopause. Also, my mother went through menopause at like 42. I am 38. And so it would not surprise, well, I'm not 38, I'm 37. I will be 38 in the, maybe 38 when this video comes out. My birthday's September 14th. We'll see. But it's about that time, you know, because you don't just start menopause, you kind of slide into it with some hormonal fluctuations. So that's probably part of it as well. And that does affect your mood. Many women also do start antidepressants around the time of perimenopause. So, but adjusting my anxiety medication a little bit has helped both my anxiety and my increasing PMS symptoms. And on that front, it has been a gem. It has been absolutely lovely. Now, fibromyalgia and psoriaticarthritis. We may talk about those together. I started taking, I'm going to say the name of the medication. I normally don't. But for fibromyalgia, I am taking a newer form of therapy, not the traditional. Traditionally, it's an anti-inflammatory or an SSRI or some sort of depression or anxiety medication that is given for fibromyalgia. Because of newer research, they have started the use of a low-dose naltrexone. Naltrexone is a medication that is given to individuals who are overcoming opioid addiction. It changes the way that the brain fires in response to going through withdrawal. There is a condition that is associated with fibromyalgia, or what is believed to cause fibromyalgia, called central nervous system decentralization. That might not be right. I might have got words mixed up and turned around, but I think that's what it is. Hold on, we're just gonna look it up. Fibromyalgia is now considered to be a lifelong central nervous system disorder, which is responsible for amplified pain that shoots through the body in those who suffered from it. So basically, the thinking before was fibromyalgia was inflammation in the parts of the body that people felt the pain. So you have pain in your back, you have pain in your hips, you have pain in your joints. You have just like this whole body ache. And so the pain was treated as that sort of pain, right? So you give anti-inflammatories for the back pain and the joint pain. You give opioids or other pain medications for the full body pain, right? Well, now it's understood to be an issue with the central nervous system, so the brain and the spine, where it's basically misfiring or overfiring. It's shooting out all these signals for pain from minor minor issues. So like if I get a cold, my body's like, oh no, pain. And it's like widespread pain all over for absolutely no reason, for literally just a cold, which is why I avoid people like the plague. But so instead of giving people anti-inflammatories, they started moving toward low dose naltrexone. It's the same naltrexone given to people with opioid addiction to help the brain when it's misfiring or firing in a pathway that they want to change because of withdrawal. It basically calms the nervous system down. It tells the body, hey, you're fine. Brain, chill out. It's okay, right? So low dose naltrexone, like literally 4.5 milligrams a day. I've been taking it for probably about 4 months now. The greatest benefit that I found from it, specifically for fibromyalgia, was the diminishing of fatigue, right? I would be so tired all the time, and I still have to use spoons. I still have to manage my energy, and I still have to kind of take it easy. But like, I can do things now. Like, I can get out of the bed in the morning after about 30 minutes instead of me having to lay down for hours before I can get up and do things. And I can like do things. Like I can, like it's hard to explain. Like I literally could not live my life because I didn't have the energy to do things. I didn't have the energy to feed myself and feed my family, to take my bath, to clean my house, to work a job, to care for my child, to comb my hair, to comb my child's hair, to go grocery shopping. And do I still have to manage my energy well so that I can do all those things? Yes. I can't do everything in a day. Like I still have to, there has to be like cutoff times and appropriate start times. I'm not jumping out of the bed like a spring chicken in the morning, but I can get out of the bed. I can do things. And that was probably the first thing that I noticed from taking that. When I started the medication for psoriatic arthritis, I'm on a biologic. I will not name this one because there are tons of biologics. Like it really just depends on your body, what works best for you. But when I started the medication for that, they said in 2 weeks you will notice a difference. And in 7 days, I noticed a difference. Like, not only did I get even more energy to the point where I started working 2 jobs, but I had energy, but I also like was in less pain. So I have pain every day. Like my hands hurt a little bit now. I got a little pain in the back of my neck. Like I have pain every day, but like it's not the same. Like my baseline for pain was normally like a 5, and now my baseline is like a 3. Do I always have a little bit of pain? Sure. But another thing that I've noticed since I've started taking the medication for psoriatic arthritis is that my threshold for creating pain in my body has increased. So before, if I did have the energy to get up and do things, it was with pain, and there was a short amount of time before I got to the point where my muscles were too fatigued and my body hurt too much to where I had to stop. That threshold was really low, guys, really low, like 15, 20 minutes of activity before I just had to be like, I can't do no more. I have to sit down. And then the next day I would be sore like I worked out with a personal trainer. Like it was the most ridiculous thing in the world. Now I can live my life. I can do things. I can work a job, can take care of my child, can take care of my house, can take care of my health, can go grocery shopping. I can live my life, and the threshold for when I have to stop is much greater. Like I can go grocery shopping at one store and take the groceries out the car and put up the groceries. I can do all of that. Before, if I went grocery shopping, it was one store and the groceries did not make it out of the car. My husband had to take them out of the car because I was wiped for the day because I went grocery shopping. Like I can sweep the floors in my house. That sounds like, Teresa, are you serious? Before, I could not sweep all of the floors in my house. I would literally be running sweat. My muscles would be burning from fatigue. And then I would be sore afterwards, like I did a full body workout. Now, I sweep the floor. Do I have a little pain? Yeah. Do I get a little tired? Sure. But I can also do things later in the day, and I'm not sore the next day from just sweeping the floor. There are some things that I cannot do. As of yet, I'm going to talk to my doctor about it when I have my checkup, if I haven't already had it by the time this video is loaded. But I think I may need to start some sort of physiotherapy or functional physical therapy, because I routinely tweak muscles and hurt myself doing things that I have the energy to do, because I like, my muscles are going to have to be strengthened in a way, and I don't know how to do that because I've been inactive for literally like 2 years, right? And so I'm going to need help getting my body back in fighting shape. And I don't know that a personal trainer is going to be who I go to first. Hopefully I will get to a point where I can employ the help of a personal trainer to help me get back in shape, because I do need to lose like 60 pounds. But like, real life, I'm uncomfortable in the body that I'm in right now. But I think it would be more wise to talk to somebody about just functionally building strength, so that when I do go and sweep the floor, I don't have to worry about tweaking this muscle right here from sweeping, Things to consider. So those are updates on mood disorder, physical issues. Oh, did I skip IC? I've had no issues with my bladder for over a year. That is the grace of God, because my urogynecologist retired last year. Okay, so life. I have a full-time job, and for a little while I had a part-time job as well. I quit it. It was too much. I wanted to come home and rest in the evening or do other things. But yeah, it's working out pretty good. I am just getting acclimated. I have been working for, I don't know, how long has it been? 2 months by the time this comes out. 2.5 months? 2.5 months by the time this comes out. Right now it's about 2 months. I don't know. Right on in there. It is a struggle, because I do have to manage energy. And so I have added one more thing that I have to manage energy to do, but I have the energy to manage. So that's nice. Also, the brain. I'm getting evaluated for ADHD. Don't know what the results are going to be, but I don't know that it's not just like fibromyalgia, brain fog, and the brain fog that's associated with psoriaticarthritis as well. I don't know if that's what it is, or if I genuinely, because some of these issues I've had my entire life, I may genuinely have some issues with like getting the brain to work. But yeah, I am hoping, and I am hopeful, that in 6 months to a year, I'll be adjusted and acclimated to my job and be able to do it well, and all those great things. I am not exercising yet because physiotherapy. We're gonna see how that goes. I am not worried about what my body looks like right now. I feel like I would be more comfortable 50 pounds lighter, 60 pounds lighter, but also like I love my body and it is taking care of me. And so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. My husband is great. He is amazingly supportive, and I'm thankful for him every day. He's also, but that's husbands. My kid is going to big kid school. She started a new school this year. Transitions, tough for the babies, but she's doing well. What else? I have spent a great deal of time while I am working on getting my physical health in order, simultaneously getting my mental health in order. And that means reevaluating some of my morals and morals, now how do I want to put it? Like, how I do life is changing because of how I have to deal with chronic illness and being a mom to a special needs kid and being a wife and like just what I believe personally. And it has helped my mental health so much to let go of some of the ideals and the morals imposed upon me by other people that I have internalized for myself because I felt like that would make me a better person if they approved of the morals and the ideals that I had. And it has probably been the toughest work that I had to do, but the most rewarding. Like, being okay with myself and what I think and what I believe, regardless of what anybody else thinks about me and what I believe, has been healing. It has helped my anxiety so much, and it's freed up a lot of brain space. I did not see myself as a person who cared about what other people thought, but as I readjust how I view the world and how I move through the world, I realized a lot of the things that I did were because of what I wanted, how I wanted people to see me, right? And so a lot of that has changed for the better, and I enjoy it. I'm thankful that I am coming out on the other side of a lot of trying things. Is everything perfect? No, but it's real good in Camp Lawson right now. I'm so thankful that some of the stuff I've been dealing with is kind of abating. And hopefully the next time I have an update, it will be an update on the blood work from this medication that I'm taking, this biologic that I'm taking, that is doing really well and my inflammation markers are coming down, and that I have a physiotherapist that's helping me get my body back together. Get your bag up. Go get your degree. Yeah. I can't remember what song that is. That's Vito. That's what that is. Yes. I'm going to the gym, getting my body together. That will be the next update. But thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what are some things you've been getting into the past couple months. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.